Okay, so we continue our discussion of thermodynamics by finding out the relationship between Cp and Cv. So in the previous lecture, we saw what was the meaning of Cp and Cv. In this video, we'll see how to find out the relationship between Cp and Cv. So we start out by writing the formula that we already know. What's a Cp? So if we remember, Cp was del H by del T at constant P, right? Now, if we remember what del H was, we will remember that this was E plus PV. So we just write that thing down at constant P. Okay, now we just divide this into 2 by del T P plus del V by del T P. Now this pressure comes out because the pressure was constant. So this comes out. Now, what we have to do here is we want to substitute this item. Like we want to find out what is the value of del E by del Tp is. Now, what we do is we try and remember that dE was a perfect differential, and therefore we can write del E by del V at constant T. We can write dE as this plus del E by del T V dt. Okay, so just putting a number, this is equation 15, this is equation 16. Now, what we have to do is we want to substitute this thing. Now, I'm writing it here, del E del T P. Now, since E is this whole thing, what I will do is I will substitute the whole thing in here. Okay, this being del E, so just copying this down here, del V T dV plus del E del T V dt. Expanding on this, we get del E del V T dV dt plus del E del T V. Okay, and this being the constant pressure, this being constant pressure. Now you can see that this whole thing is 1. So this will be simplified as del E, this is a mistake, it's a V, del Vt times dV dTp plus okay. Okay, so we have found out this value, and we'll just be substituting this whole value in here. Okay, so this yellow is now this yellow thing. Okay, so continuing on that, so we now see this whole equation. Now we have Cp from the left is equal to this part. So I'm just copying this whole equation. Del E del V T del V del T P plus del E del T V. This is this equation, this part, del E del T P, plus what remains is here, plus P del V del T at constant pressure. Okay. Now, remember that this was CV. Now, what was CV? CV was del of E, change of temperature at a constant volume. So this thing is basically CV. Now, if this is CV and we take this to the left-hand side, this becomes Cp minus Cv, and we are left with whatever is there is on this side, del E del V T del V del Tp plus P del V del Tp. Now you see that this term is common in both, so I'll just take this common outside, and this becomes, this is E by T plus 1. Okay. There's a P in here, right? So del V del Tp, P plus dE dVt. Okay, so we got it. So this is the relationship between Cp minus Cv in general. We will just give it a number, 17. We will be solving this, we'll be simplifying this for an ideal gas, and we'll see how this whole thing simplifies off. But for any general system, Cp minus Cv is this equation.